Okay, today's show we're gonna talk about is Fat Joe versus foundational Black American. Oh, hold on. I meant to say Foundation Black American. I mean a Foundation Black Americans. I'm sorry. No, let me change the show. Now, the reason I'm talking about this because he was still stuck on that show about Fat Joe and Lord Jamal going at it because he had disrespected Foundation Black Americans. Now I'm gonna drop the link if somebody want to hop on the panel in a minute. But I seen a couple of videos about it too because he was going in on Fat Joe for doing that type of stuff. Like that don't make any sense. Like also, Fat Joe started responding to him. Now we're gonna play a couple of videos about it too. Let me type in Fat Joe. And Math Huffer, he got attacked too because they ain't like he was saying. Like that don't make any like wow. And everybody's going in on Fat Joe, say he need to get out our culture. You're not black like one of us. And then these people was going in on him and etc. Okay, who's in the chat? All right. And they say they want to cancel Fat Joe. Mm-mm-mm. And Tariq Nasheed was going in on him too. And then and Fat Joe said that Foundation Black America racist and broke. I'm like, oh, that was out of line, which I just don't agree with what he was saying. Like that don't make any sense. Like Fat Joe, you need to study his history. That Foundation Black Americans were black. Okay, he needs to stop disrespecting Foundation Black Americans. Like that was going too far. But Lord Jamal video said, and that was 100% wrong. Okay, we're gonna play some of the videos. And then we're gonna come back to the show. Hold on.
This is gonna be enjoyable. Let's see. Let's go to music. Shit. Okay. Okay, let's see. Rocky.
You wouldn't flunk how to rip elephant in
Pop handle it. That's how it's supposed to be. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And finally, DB Thank you, said Hot Joint LJ. Run it 3 times at least. Yeah, that's what we did. You know what I mean? Ran it on them 3 times. You know, could have dropped bombs and all that, but no, we just, we just let it play. So, thank you. But called me loony, said I go by your dress. He wasn't happy with part of the foundational Black Americans. Called us broke. And yeah, he called me a Looney Tunes. I know. Hey, Nubis, come on, man. Going a little crazy right now, bro. Gotta fucking relax. Nubis, wake the fuck up. So anyway. Yeah, he went on there. He attacked foundational Black Americans. He attacked me. Called me loony, said I was the wackest one in the brand Nubian. So yeah, let's just go by address thing by thing, really. You know what I mean? And see. So already, or he said, whoever those broke niggas are, right? So that got me to thinking, right? First of all, a lot of people who are not necessarily intellectually astute or intellectually muscular will often resort to, name calling and people of this era love to just talk about their money and, oh, you're broke. And, they try to equate it almost into intelligence, but.
Call to the show if you got a topic about this. Okay? Call into the show.
Really, it's not. But it got me to thinking, right? Fat Joe has an album out right now. And just like how the Democratic Party kind of expected foundational Black Americans to just support it just because, I think Fat Joe thinks that although he has a gripe with foundational Black Americans, I think he believes that we're going to go out there and support his new venture like we've done in the past. Well, people, I think it's time that we decide who the president's going to be. We decide who sits at the cool table and who doesn't. I feel that all foundational Black Americans should boycott Fat Joe's new album. I believe, and at the same token, I believe all Puerto Ricans should go out and support it. That being said, I'd like to see how well it does. Because what all these people don't understand is all these people who have been ingratiated by hip hop is that if you took it back to your so-called roots or to your motherland or whatever the case may be and asked them to support you, you would not be where you are today. What do you think the true percentage of Puerto Ricans that really support Fat Joe's albums. I'm just curious. Do we have a thing on that? Dialogue with Nasir. Thank you. He said a channel called The Birdman made a 45-minute video trying to debunk you. Called you a Christian because you're a flat earther. Ha ha ha. That's hilarious. No, I'm just a researcher. That's all. I'm just someone who's done the research and wouldn't be foolish enough to come out in public and say something like that unless I was 1,000% sure. Okay? So there's that. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So I believe that we need to pull away from shut up, Divine Allah. No, it wasn't. Matter of fact, get out of here. I don't want you in here no more. Bye. Yeah, our support is now, you know, as far as your musical ventures or any, you know, these TV shows that you're doing, you know, we're not watching now. We're not watching. We now pulled our support from Fat Joe. I mean, we still love you as a person, I suppose. You know what I mean? Like, but as far as supporting your art form and all that, and feeling like, you know, you don't fuck with foundational Black Americans, well, let us show you the power that we have. Let us show you who we really are. Oh, you hilarious, Jimro. He said, how do I boycott something I was never going to listen to? He said, and I'm someone with an Afro-Puerto Rican mother and FBA father. Nobody checking for Joe. Thumbs down. Oh, man. Nah, I feel you. And I think that's what he doesn't understand either. I don't think anybody is checking for his music, but we definitely not checking for it now. We definitely not checking for it now. And I think that's the reason he's doing rounds right now to try to garner some sort of, you know, support for his new album, which is called, and I'll tell you what it's called. It's called The World Changed on Me, or some shit like that. Yeah, The World Changed on Me. I listened to it just to just as a homework type of thing, you know. And listen, we're all entitled to our opinions. You know what I mean? We're all entitled to our opinions. So Joe's opinion of how he feels about FBA and how he feels about Lord Jamar, that's his opinion, and he's entitled to it. He's entitled to it. But just like he don't have to agree with me, I don't have to agree with him. Only the shit I be talking about, I be backing it up with facts. And I back it up with, well, you see, I just backed something up with actual action of a song. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so he says I was the wackest one in Brand Nubian, right? You know what that's like saying? That's like saying Scottie Pippen was the wackest one in the Dream Team. Clyde Drexler, like who do you want to pick on the Dream Team? Because please understand that Brand Nubian was a fucking dream team, my guy. Okay? So to say that I was the wackest one in Brand Nubian, I'm sorry, you're not hurting my feelings with that. You're just not. And here's another thing, sir. I write all my rhymes. I always have. And for a person that doesn't write their own shit, to try to judge someone that does, disqualification, foul ball. You're disqualified from even commenting on something like that, sir. You have to write your own rhymes. Okay, I don't know who's writing them now because TA is not writing them anymore. I don't think Armageddon and dudes like that, but somebody's writing them, but it's not you. And if I was the wackest and brand Nubian, I've always been better than you. I've always been better than you. Yes, you've sold more than me. You've been very successful, and I'm happy for you. That's great. But let's not get it twisted. You're not a better MC than me. I challenge you to put out better music than me right now. Like right now. And you got an album out, but I'm getting ready to put something out. I think you would need to work on something new because this would be nothing like, no. It wouldn't hold a candle. And I don't care all the
Lord Jamar got into Fat Joe's, but because Lord Jamar didn't like what Fat Joe is saying about the foundation of Black Americans. So if you like to join the show, call in if you want to. If not, just stay in the clouds and don't watch. Like that don't make any sense. Like Fat Joe, he's in the wrong for doing that stuff. So I'm not going to defend Fat Joe for it. So let's keep on going. We're going to play the whole entire video.
The platinum producers, I'm telling you, this elephant is just a Black Sector Mafia said culture vultures and tethers get mad when we refuse to let them leech off of us and our culture. This is true. They can't name one element of hip hop they created. Exactly. We still ask because I asked KRS, I asked Fat Joe, I asked Lazy Legs, Buster, a bunch of them. I asked.
And then they said now that New York started Foundation Black Americans Hip Hop. I have to agree with that. So let's keep on going.
To come to a debate. Sit down and let's talk about like civilized people. Bring your assets, bring what you have that strengthens your argument. I'm going to bring the people that I have that say they were there and can tell you about the origins of hip hop. And yes, some people may have been Puerto Rican. Some people may have had Jamaican background or something like that. But guess what? They were all doing and acting like foundational Black American youth. They weren't acting Jamaican. They weren't acting Puerto Rican when it came to interacting in hip hop circles. Even before the culture had a name, the culture was still there. And it was being influenced by foundational Black American youth using foundational Black American music as its base. We wasn't using any Puerto Rican slang, and not just Puerto Rican, anything. It's not about hating anything that doesn't look like you. These are non-arguments that people try to create to try to say that this is what people are upset about. No. We're upset about the fact that you can't just admit that the thing that you love, hip hop, that has brought you fame and fortune, was created by a people that you subconsciously look down upon. That's the problem. Have I cursed a lot today? Damn, I forgot. I don't know. If I did, you know, I'm trying to, you know what I was trying to do. I'm still trying to cut it down. But yes, this is a mute argument. Like, nobody's trying to talk about racism in hip hop. This is not no racism. Say no racism in hip hop. Thank you, Yoda Khan. Del Monte Green Bean said, "Come on now, stop playing. I need something to ride to." Jamal, now stop playing, dear sir. Thank you, Del Monte Green Beans. You know we got to get this shit right, man. Just got a couple of my features back, and it's yeah, sounding good. Sharif Gunner, peace. He said, Lord Jamal, is it true that Pun used to write for Fat Joe too? I mean, this is what I heard. I don't know. I wasn't there, but these are the things that I hear. Y'all make sure that you click this like button, click the share button, let people know we're in here. We're addressing, if you're just joining us, we're addressing the slander that Fat Joe put upon, you know, FBA as well as me. And we, you know, listen, man, I still got love for Joe, man. I remember Joe from back in the day. I remember first seeing Fat Joe back at this spot called Quando's on the Lower East Side. They used to have these hip hop joints there, and this white lady, Amanda Shear, she was like the promoter back then for the shit. And I remember a lot of motherfuckers used to be in there, Diamond, KRS, all kind of shit. It was some real like underground hip hop shit, but it was in Lower East Side type of shit. And I remember Fat Joe used to be in there, and you used to have on like an army fatigues, like army suit, but then he had on like a kufi. Remember, he used to be wearing a kufi, not no, like it didn't have a tassel like the guards wear, but he used to be wearing a kufi with like an army suit. And that's my word. The first time I seen him, I was kind of.
I have to agree with Lord Jamal, but Fat Joe, you're in the wrong, man. Because I already know what Foundation of Black American is. Because I already read some of it first. But this is a message to Fat Joe. You're not black, so Puerto Rican. So stop disrespecting Foundation of Black Americans, bro. Just stop. Stop what you're doing, because you already know Donald Trump don't like Puerto Ricans, and you want to call Foundation Black Americans broke and etc. I don't think so. I don't think so, my brother. So let's keep on going.
Kind of like, who's the white guy with the kufi? I thought he was white at first, you know what I mean? And it was like, nah, that's Fat Joe. He Puerto Rican, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, okay. You know, like he looked white to me at first, you know? But he definitely was, you know, being embraced by foundational Black Americans at that time. And he was embracing it right back. So, you know, fast forward, it's just kind of funny that we here now, you know what I mean? And to say that that I'm someone that just will say anything to try to go viral or some shit like that, like, I think y'all know me better than that. Like, I'm not here to go viral per se. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here to tell y'all the truth, man. And if it goes viral, hey, that's good. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm not here to fucking just try to say some shit to spark off some shit. I'll just say anything. Like, and then he brought up flat earth. Like, bro, do you want to debate me about that? Like, whatever you want to debate me about, bring it out, bro. I'm ready. Like, but motherfuckers is not intellectually equipped to sit down and really get into shit with me. That's why they got to just say it somewhere else from afar. You know what I mean? Like, come on the show. Let's talk about this. Ain't nobody hating on y'all, bro. We just telling the truth. I had Puerto Ricans on my show. Shout out to Ruby D and Whip a Whip. They were there. They said there were no Puerto Ricans in the beginning. They were the first ones. They got there in 76. It been what's going on. Like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about? We can't let emotions cloud reality. Okay? If I wanted to say something to go viral, I'd say things that weren't true, like it was 50-50 in the beginning of hip hop. I'd say stuff like that. That's the type of stuff you say to go viral. I'd be like, yeah, it was 50-50 Puerto Ricans and blacks. That's the type of stuff you say to go viral. I don't say shit like that. I tell the truth. And again, I love the contribution of everybody who participated in building this thing we call hip hop. This thing that we all ended up growing to love. But its origin story doesn't lie with you. I'm sorry. And you can be mad. It's just what it is. And, listen, man, we're not trying to, attack people and all this type of shit, but you know what I mean? Joe, you've come at me quite a few times and I ain't saying nothing. You know what I mean? But we're not letting this slander keep going now. Enough is enough. You know what I mean? Yoda Khan said Sloppy Joe was the wackest one in Terror Squad. He wouldn't be shit without Pun or Remy. 100. You see, this is what Yoda Khan feels. That's what Yoda Khan said. Thank you, Yoda Khan. I appreciate your super chat. FU2 says, does Joe know FBA is a lineage and not a group? Probably not. Probably not. I think he thinks, yeah, and he's calling it like a racist. What did he say? That it's a racist, some sort of like racist group, like almost like an extremist group or some shit he called it. Like it was crazy. It was crazy. It's like, where do you get these notions from? Yeah, I'm definitely not Looney Tunes. I'm definitely within my right mind. Trust me. Yeah, this is disappointing, man. It's disappointing, but I'm confident that in the future, motherfuckers will see the error of their ways and they'll apologize. They'll see that they're wrong about a lot of shit. We just broke. Us broke FBA. Well, damn, our budget is so tight over here with these broke FBAs. I'm sorry, but we're not going to be able to support any kind of albums, any kind of albums that don't support us. Monte Mojica said Fat Joe is the hero of every story he tells. He comes out on top, even in his encounter with Roy Jones. Well, you know, I might bring some people to the show that would actually say that Fat Joe is what you would call a liar. A lot of people say that Fat Joe lies, or let's just say he exaggerates the truth. So yeah, I think I may now have to bring just a couple people up to discuss. Akron Slim, rest in peace, Fact Checker Rage. Yes, sir. Fact Checker Rage, rest in power. My guy. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah. But yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. It is a little disappointing. You know, what can you do? What can you do when people feel this way? It's just how they feel. I can't stop how they feel. It's feelings. What? Oh, see, people come in here to just try to get a rouse out of me, I see. Yeah, I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
That's right. He's right. Jemro, indigenous Puerto Ricans are darker than Lord Jamar.
Let's not forget Dominicans too. They darker and lighter too, because they got some lighter Dominicans out there in New York City. I heard stories about it. So let's keep on going.
I know many of y'all only know the colonized Puerto Ricans up the street, though. This is true. This is true. Which is why some of the early Puerto Ricans were able to pass as black. Because no one really knew. You'd have to go to dude's crib sometimes. Hey. All of a sudden, their mom start talking in Spanish, and you're like, "Yo, you Spanish?" You know what I mean? It was shit like that going on. Dialogue with Nasir. He said, "Blacks having anything and standing on business is a sin to them." It really is, man. It really is. You know what's interesting? How come it's okay for people like Fat Joe to have Latino pride? They could have Latino pride and, you know, the Puerto Rican Day Parade and, you know, but we can't have nothing. We can't have nothing to be proud of. We can't have nothing that's ours. You want to have salsa and hip hop too, huh? You want to have it all, huh? We can't have nothing. But it's okay to, yeah, Latino pride. And then act like we're the ones that's racist. Although I've seen videos from my man Panda Chop where, yo, they had an engineer that used to engineer for these guys, for Fat Joe and them, and he looked like he's Spanish, but he not. And they said Joe was in there talking about, you know, yo, you know, the Cocolos or whatever, they've been running shit too long. It's our turn, and you know. And hey, I guess it's okay to feel like that, but let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. And then it's like, it's a lot of nigga talk too, like coming out Joe's mouth too, as somebody that doesn't really fuck with foundational Black Americans. I don't know. I feel like he was the one that kind of gave that, you know, made it cool because we thought, you know, I don't know, are you with us or not? Yeah, well, you know, I'm saying I love my Puerto Ricans, I love my Jamaicans, my Guyanese, Trinidadians. Listen, I don't care who you are. I love people. You know what I mean? Humanity. This is not about trying to cause division. At the same time, it's about being clear of what the truth is. Okay? It's about being clear and not allowing emotions to create falsehoods. Okay? And the truth shouldn't be something that's divisive. What's divisive about the fact that foundational Black Americans created hip hop? Like, I still don't understand it. I'm trying to get it. What's divisive about that? Why does that hurt y'all so bad? Why? I have my theories, but I need to know from y'all, why does it hurt you in here that y'all was the first participators, but not the creators? We said y'all was the first participators. Y'all was right there. Y'all was right there. First online. Early adapters is what you would be called in the tech world. And we love the early adapters. But creation and adaptation are two different Asians. Monty Mojica, thank you. Again, he said, can't have nothing. He sat in that barber chair and said, Black racists. There has never been a bigger oxymoron. Growing up in Brooklyn, if you wanted to hear someone's BS, I went to the barbershop. That's facts, Monty. Thank you. Oh, here we are. Hang on. Charles Briggs, thank you. He said, I erased Fat Joe's music off all my streaming platforms and trashed all his CDs I have from this. And trashed all my CDs I have from this clown. This Goya bean eating spick got the nerve to call my people FBA a hate group. I mean, thank you for your super chat, Charles. And I'm sure they're gonna act like,
damn, everybody started turning on Fat Joe. Like I said, man, this one particular person, I erased Fat Joe off my music. Off my streaming playlist and trash all his CDs I have from this clown. This going to be, you know, I'm not going to say that word. Got the nerve to call my people FBA a hate group. Damn, they already turning on Fat Joe. So I'm not going to use no racial slurs on my platforms because I'll get my channel taken down for that. So let's play this video.
your mothers and Charles Briggs, thank you. I mean, thank you for your super chat, Charles. Save yourself, said Joey Cap, always lying. The racists were the parents and the grandparents of the first Puerto Rican participants, anti-black racists. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Who was the real racist? It was your mothers and fathers and older brothers and older sisters who talked all that anti-black, some cocolo shit. You're like, but ma, I love it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, child, what are you doing? You fucking don't fuck with those people. And you're like, and that made y'all one of the first rebels. You know what I mean? And now later on in life, you want to justify it and try to clean it up or whatever, but that's what the fuck it was. Like, and you know that's what it was. That's what was going on. There's an early.
Also, people are saying that there's no black and brown correlation. So it's just what it is, man. There's no black and brown correlation because I heard that you got some racist Puerto Ricans and Cubans and Hispanics don't even like black people. I'm gonna say some of them are racist. They don't like black people. Even some of the Mexicans don't like black people too. So let's play this video. Also, black people cannot be racist. Let's put that out there. Let's keep on going.
Video of Joe in a party, a young Joe with hair and shit, and he's like the only Puerto Rican in the party. He's the only one there, and according to certain interviews that I've seen in the past, he said he used to think he was black because he grew up around all blacks. So you got to understand, Joe is the type of Puerto Rican that don't even really speak Spanish. He don't know Spanish like that. He was running with black people, digging in the crates. That's where he's.
Also, one more thing. Puerto Ricans, Hispanics, and Mexicans should never use the N-word. Okay? Let's keep on going.
Started, huh? But I believe, and from what I understand, it was Pun's idea to be like, yo, we should do some Puerto Rican shit. I'm telling you, that's a good niche. And then from there, it's like, oh, Boricua. Well, and he saw how that shit won. So now it's like, oh, let me go down this road. You know what I mean? Which, I mean, I don't fault them. You do what you do to win. You know what I mean? Especially, you know, if you're more of a business person than a real talent. You know what I mean? Because again, if you're not writing your own rhymes, what is that? You know what I mean? So that's what we got to say about that. Yes, early emulators. It's okay. It's okay. We the originators, others are the duplicators.
Also, I seen a video of Daily Wrap Up Crew said that Caribbeans and Africans and Black British can't stand Black Americans. I seen the video of it. We're gonna play that video. We'll get down Lord Jamal's video.
See, and this is what, you know, I think there's a false sense of, I'm sorry, but, you know, to try to call me out like that was back then.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Now, let's play this video right here. I came across this video too.
What a lot of people do. I want to switch topics, but because this is a very controversial talking point on the internet, right? I go on TikTok and I see a lot of UK people speaking about black Americans, right? So what a lot of people, the UK, Africans, Caribbeans, a lot of their talking points is Black Americans or FBAs don't have culture. What do you say to those people who say that?
That's a projection. That's a projection because we are the culture here. Our lineage goes back to this country longer than the lineage to their country because their countries are relatively new. especially over there in West Africa. Many of, oh, not just West Africa, all of Africa, many of those countries were basically created in the 1800s at the Berlin Conference. So they don't have a deep, rich culture. That's why a lot of them have to leave, because of a lot of tribalism. They're not as deeply rooted as they're supposed to be. So they do a lot of projecting onto us. Our culture is so deeply rooted here. Everything about American culture that is good comes from foundational Black Americans.
True.
The food, the dance, the slang, the sports, the entertainment.
Dress, yeah.
They try to say you can't use those examples nowadays.
Why can't we? Foundational Black Americans created the modern doorknob. We created the modern toilet. We created modern dry cleaning. So many things that we've created. We created the modern home security system. I mean, we've had 50,000 patents. We can claim all of this stuff. All of the music genres was created by foundational Black Americans. We are the culture. And they know this, because if you go to their countries, they're acting like us. We're not acting like them. They got on baseball hats and Nike shoes and stuff that we're wearing.
That's a fact.
90-degree weather.
Right. They ain't wearing kente cloth sweatpants. They're wearing Nikes and Adidas like we're wearing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
So even when you went to say about how the countries in West Africa, like I've seen an old map of Africa before they had the invisible lines with the borders about with the countries, and like you said, those countries didn't exist until like the time frame you said. So you know, when I hear this this conversation, and I think you seen one of our clips, it was a Haitian woman, and she was like,
I definitely remember that.
You know, she was sitting on the couch and she was just like, "Oh, I can't date a Black American because Black Americans don't have any cultures," and that one just went crazy online because it just. While she's dressed like an American Black woman, she's sitting there talking about Black Americans don't have, like, you know what I mean? So that is always a kind of divisive talking point in the diaspora.
And they can never tell us what their culture is, because when people call up to our lives and start talking about culture, I ask, what is your culture? They can never give an answer. You understand? We can give answers to what our culture is, all of the music and the foods, we can give that, but they can't really give an answer to what their culture is.
So,
and that's no disrespect to our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. We got love for you, but those who come over and try to denigrate us and project this weird thing, we will check them.
Why is it so easy for everyone to attack, you know, the culture of Black Americans?
The thing is, this is the game they play. With us, we are so inclusive. We share our culture with everybody. We're too damn nice.
Too damn nice.
That's been the problem, because whenever we do something, we say, okay, we chop it up to just global Africanness. We've been on that. So if we do something positive, we'll say, hey, yeah, our African brothers, you know, we got it, you know, probably from some tribe or whatever. We're share it with everybody. For a long time, we were sharing hip hop with the Caribbeans, because they were like, well, Caribbeans help do it. And we're like, not really, but we'll share. We're all Black. We had that type of thing. And that was a mistake. Because what happens is a lot of these people who didn't create anything, we give them something, then they take it for granted and then say, hey, you know what? I did it and y'all didn't do shit, and y'all ain't got no culture and we do. And we're saying, hey, we ain't playing that game no more.
Hello, welcome to another edition of
what a lot of people
Now, you mentioned FBA a couple times. This is a term that I think I first heard about this term maybe 2 years ago. Do you have a book or an ebook about?
Yeah, I got a book. I got a book. Well, I got a book really talking about my experiences. It's called Foundational Black American Race Beta.
Talk about this term. Where did it come from and what inspired that book?
The term Foundational Black American, I really got that term from Claude Anderson. I'm a big student of Claude Anderson, and I would chop it up with him, not just in my movies, but I would have him on my podcast, and he would talk about how unique Native Black Americans are. He would use the term Native Black Americans, and he would talk about how unique we are as far as our lineage. We are a unique group, which is true. And I started using the term Native Black American, but sometimes that term would confuse people because they thought, well, do you mean a Cherokee who's mixed with Black? Do you mean a Choctaw who's mixed with Black? So that term would be somewhat confusing. So I said, let's do another term. Let's tighten that term up so that there won't be any confusion. So foundational instead of native, because black people, we are the founders of this nation, meaning we're the foundation. We built this nation from scratch.
So
white people couldn't even say that they did that. But
you changed that term?
yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I came up with the term foundational black American based on native black American from Claude Anderson.
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah.
It's been taken off. You know, I go on Clubhouse and there's these really interesting debates between foundational black Americans and black immigrants from Africa and the Caribbean. And it gets a little nasty sometimes.
It does get nasty, yeah.
And it's sometimes a little offensive. Me being that I have roots, my roots are in the Caribbean, but my roots also go to slavery. In fact, I could trace my roots to the actual name of the slave that is a descendant on my dad's side, named Julian Alonso, who was a runaway slave from an island called Curacao. Not too many people can name the person in their family who was that slave. So I feel like my history and my background is very similar to foundational black Americans, but there's this divide now. And I think maybe the divide, some people saying the divide is becoming more severe because of you.
No, well, that's a cop-out because that's a projection. Let's be very clear. The divide has always come from the immigrant class, always. We have been the only ones welcoming them in as brothers and sisters and saying, hey, you black like me, we all black. The minute many of people from the immigrant class, they do something constructive, they go out of their way to distance themselves from us. So if they go get a PhD, well, I'm a Nigerian American, man. I'm the first Nigerian American with a PhD. All right, I mean, good for you, brother. If they win a track meet or whatever, oh, the first Ghanaian American, they go out of their way. This woman who's the spokesperson at the White House, they made a big deal about it. Well, she's the first Haitian American. She's Haitian. She's a Haitian American. They go out of their way when it's constructive. When a motherfucker rob a liquor store and he's Haitian or he's black, if somebody go rapes 18 women, oh, he's Nigerian, but he's black. He's black.
So whose fault is that, though? It's not.
That's theirs and the white people too. That's theirs and the white people too.
I would say it's white media.
Yeah, and them. They do that shit too.
Well, they do it when it's to affirm some success.
Yeah. No, but you black when you want to dump your trash on us. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want nobody's fucking trash. I don't want nobody's trash. If we're gonna be different when it's positive, be different when it's negative. Don't just be black when it's negative, and then we get the stigma for it. In New York right now, there's a lot of crimes against Asian people. The people just running up, hitting Asian people in the head in New York for no reason. We did the research. Many of these people are immigrants. These are not FBAs doing that. We look at the background of these people. We're seeing a lot of these people are not even FBA. But we get the stigma. So when the stop and frisk comes, I'm getting hemmed up because of what this motherfucker just did. We're saying enough is enough. If we're going to be all one group, let's be all one group. Since you're making it clear that we're different, we're going to be different all across the board. And we have a different, unique lineage, and that's okay. We celebrate everybody's unique lineage. They just had West Indian Day Parade out there in New York. Wonderful thing, celebrate that. Nobody has a problem when everybody else wants to celebrate their lineage. We have a lineage. We have a unique lineage here as Foundational Black Americans. We want to celebrate and acknowledge that. That's not divisive. That's what everybody else is doing.
So what is the solution? Because there's no way.
There's not a problem for there to be a solution. See, that's not a problem. Us acknowledging our lineage is not a problem. You don't need a solution for a problem that doesn't exist. Everybody should just say, hey, look, we celebrate your uniqueness as a foundational Black American. The problem is when we do something constructive, instead of giving us credit for it, other people want to start getting credit for it. And that's the.
All right, we're going to play this other video. Because that was telling the truth about what Tariq Nasheed said. Because you got some African people don't like Black Foundation America people. Fat Joe, you just got your card revoked. Now the Black community don't like your ass now. But that's your fault, man. You should never be going around disrespecting Foundation of Black Americans. Because I just come up with this other topic like Fat Joe versus Foundation of Black America. Like that don't make any sense. So let's click off that and let's get back to the show. Man, that don't make any sense, man. I don't know why Fat Joe wanted these people. Like, that's why people just stopped supporting him. He just got evicted from the black community. That's why people stopped supporting him. Like, that don't make any sense. This dude just a complete. He started to become a sellout now. And that's exactly why I said this before. That's why I try to tell black people just stop supporting people who don't want to support y'all. And also, there's no black and brown. I mean, no black and brown correlation. It's just what it is. You got some immigrants don't even like Foundation Black Americans, and it's the truth. But y'all want to call me slow because I'm saying stuff as facts and truth. Okay, one person's watching me. I bet you that person's watching right now. Is watching the clouds right now. Listen to this live stream. So like, it's the damn truth. Oh, you got a live stream coming up now. Yeah, hold on. This live stream says, does Fat Joe owe Foundation Black American Lord Jamal apology? Yeah, he should do. He need to apologize, bro. That was completely for. Like, that don't make any sense, bro. This dude is a fucking sellout. Man, I ain't got time for beefing with folks, man. Going in 2020, 2025, it ain't gonna be me beefing with the same people. Nope. Like, that don't make any sense. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and comment, people. Shit. Since y'all can't support a nigga, make sure you like, share, subscribe. I need for like people to subscribe to me because I need to get up to like 2,000 subscribers, but I can't even get no damn support now. So once I start talking about some real stuff, you cannot support that. Man, get the fuck out of here. So be that person watching. That don't make any sense, man. That's exactly why I said, you know what? I don't trust some of these people who want to buck dance and shoot shine and all that stuff. Also, public announcement, Restream. It's not working right now. I don't know what's going on with Restream or StreamYards. I don't know what's going on with that fucking lame ass app. Shit. Hate that damn app. Now those two apps, reason why we're not using those apps. I gotta find a way to find me an app that don't cost a lot of money. Hold on. Like that don't make any sense. I'm at to use Google Meet for now. Let me try Millions. I mean, that don't make any sense. I ain't gonna play no copyright stuff because you know YouTube gonna block out my stuff. I mean, that don't make any sense. Man, that don't make any sense. If you cannot support me, go on about your business. Oh man, never mind. I changed my mind. I changed my mind, man. Mailings suck. I don't like mailings. So I'm gonna go with Google Meeting for now. Everybody said some particular person said that mailings suck. I'm gonna have to use this. Like, oh man, I just came over here with this topic anyway, with foundation of Black Americans, because we was in slavery too. Let me go. I'm gonna go read this. Here we go. We're gonna read this. We're gonna read this article right here. It says that foundation Black Americans are Black people who trace their allegiance back to America's slavery system. To be considered FBA, at least one parent must be non-immigrant from United States. Foundation Black American are parts of a growing online trends that focus on reparation for slavery and the needs of Black Americans. However, some say Foundation Black Americans tactics and ideology may be learned towards conservative politics. Others have criticism the term for creating unnecessary division among Black people. Oh, here you go right here. Some other groups related to Black identified, including America, Descendants of Slavery. Some say the groups promotes a Black purity test and allied with the Republican Party. Black First, another Black identified group. Freedmen, another Black identified group. Now, let's do this. See, I'm just telling you the truth. See? Now let's get back to the show. Like, that don't make any sense, man. I mean, that don't make any sense. You got these individuals who still want to talk about foundation, Black Americans, and all this stuff. Now, see, I dropped the link. If somebody want to hop on the panel, it's an open panel for anybody who want to join in. One person's watching me right now. Y'all want to call me artistic, motherfucker, and all that dumbass name calling. And I had to keep people. You're not gonna call me on my damn name. If you don't want to hear the truth, fine, go somewhere else. Like, that don't make any sense, man. You got some people out there don't want to hop on my panel. Somebody, I need to get off of YouTube, go outside. Nope. The fuck I ain't. You're not gonna run me off of YouTube. Damn, everybody just stop coming. I'm gonna start taking people wrenches away. And that's good. Stop coming around my channel anyway. I mean, that don't make any sense. You got these people on Black YouTube still want to talk about other shit. But if there's some drama, oh yeah, y'all support that. One person watching me right now. But also, Black people cannot be racist too. And Fat Joe, he needs to apologize too. That's exactly why I said this before. I don't take that dude seriously. I mean, that don't make any sense, man. I mean, that don't make any sense. Man, that's exactly why I said this before. Let me see what I was going to say. Fat Joe, you losing more supporters. That's what I'm about to say. Fat Joe, you just keep losing more supporters. Because you said that if Foundation Black Americans were racist, no, damn well there was not racist. They cannot be racist. Like, how would you say some stuff like that? Like, that don't make any sense. Fat Joe, I'm losing the support of you. I lost more respect for you. Like, get out of here. Yeah, he needs to apologize. Like, seriously. So I just came on the topic anyway. Hold on. Yeah, he's done. Black Twitter, they canceling him. He's canceled. I mean, that don't make any sense. This dude right here want to disrespect FBA. I mean, that don't make any sense. I'm gonna put the pin. I mean, what's the point trying to talk about this if you're not gonna support me? Like, that don't make any sense. Now these females want to now these females are canceling Fat Joe now. Yeah, you got some females out there canceling him now. Like, that don't make any sense. Like, that don't make any sense. I mean, what's the point trying to talk about this show because nobody y'all not come on my channel to support me. Right. I got like, man, I'm supposed to have like 7 people watching me right now. Mm-mm-mm. I mean, that don't make any sense. I can't get like 7. I can't get no people supporting me or watching me. They look at me like I'm a joke and I'm a clown. Okay. All right. Like that don't make any sense. I mean, foundation of Black Americans, they was in the slavery and I've been doing all this stuff. But now let's oh shit, hold on. What's it? Who's in the chat room? Okay, nobody in the chat room. Hell, they popping fireworks early. Like, damn. And they're gonna say the foundation Black Americans is a scam. Like, get out of here. And Lord Jamal, he's beefing with Fat Joe right now because he was disrespecting people for no reason. Like, also Black immigrants don't like other Black people too. In America, they look at us as lazy. I mean, that is the damn truth. That's what Anton Daniels said. But I'm trying to educate y'all, but y'all want to call me names, so it's just what it is. You're not gonna listen to me. Fine, go somewhere else. If you're not gonna listen, so that's all to say about this. I'm gonna come back right now. So with that being said, I'm out. Peace. Like, share, subscribe, and comment because that was crazy, man. Never mind. Never fucking mind. No, let me install. Let me install something. Like that don't make any really damn sense. Like these people need to know their history. And Puerto Ricans, y'all need to know about your history. You still don't want to make statements about that stuff. I mean, that don't make any sense. I'm gonna get off at 7 o'clock and then we're gonna come back live. So I want to talk about the situation with Travis Hunter. I'm gonna do that live show. Because I'm not using mailing. Mailing suck. People saying it on YouTube that mailing sucks. So I'm gonna have to go use Prism Live Studio. Hold on. Hold on, let me do this. I mean, that don't make any damn sense that Fat Joe need to learn his history, but he going around here doing this type of stuff, disrespecting the foundation of Black Americans. I mean, that was some true coon shit what he just pulled. So I have no respect for Fat Joe. I have no respect for him. I mean, that don't make any sense. You got these loud miss people like Fat Joe. He just he sold out. Why this thing so small? Hold on. All right. Man, this is exactly why I said. I mean, that don't make any fucking sense. Okay. Sorry, I was doing something. Like, that don't make any sense. You got these individuals still want to talk about the same old talk about how hip hop, who created hip hop? It was Black Americans, and Black Foundation Americans created hip hop, and Puerto Ricans did it. Didn't, I'm sorry. And so it's all to say about this. I'll come back real later at 7 o'clock. So with that, I'm out. Peace.